Our last method finds the sum in what's called the minor diagonal. You might hear the terms major and minor diagonals of a matrix. Top left down to bottom right, that's called the major diagonal, M-A-J-O-R. That was 2, 4, and 7 in that one, 2, 4, 7, 3, and 5 in M2. That was the one we just did in the previous video, top left corner to bottom right. Positions 0, 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, on down to the end. Okay, and I made it a little simpler for you and told you that the number of rows equaled number of columns, and therefore it was square. So you'd stop in the bottom right corner at position number of rows minus 1, number of columns minus 1. Now the other diagonal goes from, you could say it two ways, of course. You could say, as I said so far, bottom left up to top right. Bottom left up to top right. So that's that pattern in those. But I could have said top right down to bottom left. Top right down to bottom left. So other teachers may just tell you, find the major diagonal sum or find the minor diagonal sum. The one that goes from bottom left to top right is a minor diagonal. Okay, more or less math terms. Okay, and this one is really weird. The positions of the first one of this minor diagonal are what? 2, 0, 1, 1, and 0, 2. They're not the same like in the major diagonal. In this one, it'd be what? 4, 0, 3, 1, 2, 2, 1, 3, and 0, 4. So it's not near as simple, I don't think, as the previous method, which was this guy right here. Okay, that's very short and sweet. Now, I went ahead and wrote the solution for you because it's heavy in algebra. Okay, students throughout the room got this right during class. I saw many students get this right, but they used several variables. They used a variable for row and a variable column typically. And here I am just using one position variable. Since it's square, I can go out to mat.length or mat of 0.length. Doesn't matter because it's number of rows is number of columns, same thing. And so here I am. Position is 0, so what's happening the first time? Let's take our 3 by 3 example. What's happening here? Okay, I'm taking, here it is, top, bottom left, right? This is what we're doing right now, okay? I'm starting at 0, so mat.length is 3. I don't want to go out of bounds, so I got to subtract 1. That makes it 2. Minus POS, 2 minus 0 is still 2. So I'm in row 2 and position 0. So I'm starting in the bottom left. I got 2, 0 that way using some pretty heavy algebra. Then POS goes to 1. And now it's mat.length 3 minus 1 is 2 minus 1 more when it increments. And that makes it 1. POS is 1, so it's 1, 1. And so I'm in 1, 1. I'm going up towards the right to that 4. And of course, the last time through, POS is 2. And so it's 3 minus 1 is 2 minus 2 is 0. So it's row 0. And here's my 2, row 0, column 2. And so it's the top right position. Okay. If they had something like this on the AP exam, it'd probably be in the multiple choice section. They don't usually test our algebra this much in the free response. I think maybe they'd like to, but boy, it's tough to grade because we'd have so many different kinds of solutions across the country. Okay, but if you can do it this way, you can probably handle it in the multiple choice section too. Okay, very tough algebra unless you had a super nice A in Algebra 1. This is some pretty abstract algebra here for most kids. Okay, I would not want to quiz the class on this on free response. I would not want to grade it. And like I said, we can go from the bottom left up to the top right. This minor diagonal can go from bottom left up to top right. Or we could go from top right to bottom left. It's the same diagonal. From top right to bottom left, of course, it's the same thing as bottom left to bottom. Same thing as bottom left to top right. So you could have thought about it that way. You could make your row your position value and your mat.length minus 1 minus POS your column value. Again, really requires a solid algebraic mind and some patience to think about this. I had some very bright students get this done, but they had some extra code in here, like a row variable and a column variable that obviously you don't really need. It's fine. Any correct answer is great on this one. It's super tough. But then again, when you look at it, you say, oh, I should have got that right. It's just 1, 2, 3, 4 lines of code. Okay? Thanks for watching.